Yo, 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 and welcome back to the Banter Boys podcast. My name is Sanji. With me is Ryan. How are you doing, boy?
Welcome. All right, I feel like that one was acceptable.
That was solid, man. You're getting better at this.
Nice. Yeah, my voice is back, right?
Oh, yeah, it is. I just realized that.
Fully back.
How you been?
Not bad, man. Not bad. It's shaping up to be, Christmas time, that wonderful time of the year where all fantasy goes to shit. Good times.
But there's enough alcohol flowing for us to not give a shit as well.
Yeah, and it helps when FPL goes well, but draft doesn't, right?
Yeah, I kind of wish this was an FPL pod. We're both flying. But they're not here to listen to us talk about other, fantasy realms. They're here for fan tracks advice. We were actually supposed to record last night, but both of us totally forgot. So we thought we'd try and get one out to you, another short waiver pod before the Tuesday deadline. So hopefully this gets to you. Try to, put this out tonight, which is Monday evening. What is this, December 11th? But yeah, and then we should be able to get some form of a regular pod out tomorrow or Wednesday. It'll be like a bit of a 3-game week overlook, recap, that sort of thing. Data dump, league updates, and questions. And ways you can submit your questions. Come join the Discord, as we've been plugging all the time, or you can find us on X or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. Comment on our latest tweets. But yeah, happy to answer any burning questions that you have coming up. But before we get started, what I'm gonna do is get Ross to quickly plug the socials. So Ross, do your thing here.
Yeah, for sure. So you can message us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handles at BantaB. On Discord in the Draft PL channel, Banta Boys #6585. On Reddit, /Banta_Boys. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube, all under the name of Banta Boys.
All right, so hopefully you've listened to Ross. Hit that like button, hit that follow button. Would really appreciate also if you're listening on Spotify. Give us 5 stars as well. The ratings really help the algorithms. I know helps us promote our content. But yeah, that's all we're asking for. Just the click of a button. Ryan, do you have anything you want to mention or say before we jump into the waiver stuff?
Yeah, I know a lot of our listeners are aware that we had the Banter Boys derby this game week. Would you like to gracefully say congratulations on the win? I am biting my tongue and not cursing you, but if it were any week to come up against a Holland team, it was this game week. So
yeah, I got lucky. I got very, very lucky. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you're above me in that table. So
I know I was going to blast you after you won. But I was like, you know what? Let me not. That table is super tight though.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like, I'm in 7th, but first position is only 6 points ahead of me. So
Yeah.
lots to play for.
And then there's a big gap between you and 8th, I think, right?
Yeah, there's like a 9-point gap.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So yeah, man, the race is on.
It is.
All right. So, I mean, hopefully, we're at the point now where a lot of your squad is either benched or injured. I mean,
I
to
know,
me,
right?
for example,
Suspended.
oh my God. I've sent you screenshots of my bench, right?
Yeah. I think you have 6 out in 2 leagues.
In both leagues, DPL and IGL. So, like, this is the time to be, like, trying to grab FAs, make waiver picks. Listen, if I'm putting out 10 men, I want the best 10 men possible this game week. Like, and hopefully we will be able to find a few gems in our discussion. So as always, we're gonna start with the best position ever, right? Goalkeepers.
I mean, it's becoming more and more relevant every game week, man. Each game week one drops off and a new one pops up, right? Sanchez injury
Oh my
Looks
god.
looks like it might be bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, possible knee injury. I was hearing on like different media outlets that apparently he picked up the injury early into the game, but the fact that in the 87th minute he was like finally like let me come off is like okay, this is bad news, yo. This is not good.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, it's like I've not been the biggest Sanchez supporter, and I do think he's a liability in that. But who is this Petrovic person?
That's it, right? Like I don't know who this guy is. I'm willing to take a punt myself because Dubravka actually looks also injured himself, and it looks pretty shit actually. Uh,
Yeah, I heard about this shoulder injury, which has been such a shit decision on my part because I spent fab on Dubravka in both leagues. I dropped fucking Pickford for him, and Pickford's gone on a 3 clean sheet
man.
run. Yeah,
Yeah,
brutal.
very brutal. Chelsea's fixtures are good, so that's kind of why I'm eyeing up Petrovic.
Yeah, it's worth a punt. Like,
But I still think you guys will give up the shots, and so he'll get saves if he's at least a decent goalie.
yeah, we're up against the worst team in the league. You'd think, we're supposed to keep a clean sheet. We're supposed to get a result. But new manager bounce, man. Chris
Yeah.
Wilder's back.
Wild. Huh. Do you think Fotheringham has value now more than before?
Possibly, like,
Was that their first clean sheet?
for the season.
Maybe, right?
Possibly. Wouldn't surprise me. I could check that real quick. Let's see. Clean sheets. Yeah, first one for the season. Nice. Well, they're about to have their second one then.
Yeah, probably.
Because we can't seem to fucking score either. We're playing like absolute shit football. You know what? I wouldn't say shit football. We're playing unpredictably shit football.
True. Worse than expected. Shit
Yeah.
football.
There's a chance that Fotheringham could easily outscore Petrovic if you're considering either options.
Nah, I'm gonna back Petrovic, man. It's for the jokes.
Matt Turner is back, by the way. Did you see
I
that?
saw that. He
Speaking of jokes.
outscored a lot of FPL goalkeepers with his 3 points. So what do we make of that? Because I don't think it's permanent. I don't know what to make of that.
Yeah, but why change it?
Because he wasn't doing well, but
Who?
then
Odysseus.
both of them clearly.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like, okay, fine. Turner got he got the 1 point, right? Versus
Mhm.
Wolves. Whereas what's his name? Odysseus conceded 5 versus Fulham. So I get it,
Mm.
but it's not like Turner was great before he got displaced himself.
Yeah. I don't know. Do we really want to touch either of those options regardless of who starts? Like, it just seems like there's a lot of uncertainties, and I don't know. I want a bit more stability in my life. Like,
It's also the back four keeps changing, and like Bully was back in, no?
yeah, Bully was back in. Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
I guess we avoid. Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they switched to a back five, which should make their team more solid, but it's saves that we're looking for, right? And
Correct.
if they're not going to concede as many chances, if they do concede the one, then it's a shit score that we're looking for or expecting.
Yeah, exactly. There's typically one defender that's gonna do the most work in that back five, and that's who you want,
Yeah.
not your goalkeeper.
No.
Uh,
Another new goalkeeper on the blocks, Flapianski. We talked about him last time, and he conceded 5 this time.
I know, to the same team.
Yeah.
Is it Fulham or is it the goalkeepers, man?
Man, it might actually be Fulham.
You think? Jimenez back?
Yeah, like the midfield behind Jimenez seems good. I mean Jimenez as well. Like his goals recently have been proper finishes, and maybe he's finally finding his feet. You know, getting some much needed confidence. But now Williams injured hamstring, so I don't know how that changes things, and maybe we'll touch on that a bit later on in terms of other midfield options or whatever. But yeah, man, so many injuries popping up. Now Kelleher is back to the bench with Allison back to fitness.
Yeah. That one was short lived, man.
I mean, so was Bentley's, right? Sa's back as well.
Yes, Saw is back.
So the only other options you can kind of look at is, I know you talked about James Trafford last time. I think this game he got like 10 saves or something
Yes,
wild.
he did. I think he ended with like 17 points despite. But yeah, it was 10 saves.
Yeah, so I mean, he is a keeper on form at the moment. And then another option, because of another injury to Johnstone, Remy Matthews, I think, came on as the sub.
Another one I have no clue about.
Yeah. So it's an absolute minefield right now. Even if your keeper is playing shit right in your like regular roster or whatever, it's
Yep.
like, who the fuck are you gonna go to?
Agreed. Trafford got 21 points, man. Wow.
So I mean, out of everyone we've kind of touched on, I'm looking at like Trafford or Petrovic.
I'm going Petrovic, I think. Actually, you know what? I don't mind Kabinski right now. Like, Kabinski's been showing more promise recently. They're not as leaky as they used to be. And he still puts up decent-ish save totals. Like, he got, in the last few game weeks, what? 7, 3, 5, 4. 4 being the most recent.
Which scoring are you watching? Or am I watching a
No,
different
no.
scoring?
Saves.
Ah, no, he got wasn't it 4 saves, 5 saves, 3 saves?
Yeah, so I went in reverse order.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
4 being most recent. Yeah.
Okay,
Like-
yeah. But I mean, it's gotten worse, which is weird because he's faced the harder teams with
I
fewer
know.
saves.
It's this weird thing where Martinez also is clean sheeting against the hardest teams in the league. What the hell?
Oh man, all the teams in Europe are basically struggling right now.
I don't know. I think I actually don't mind Kaminsky over, say, Trafford, but I would probably be backing Petrovic myself.
Yeah. Would you be dropping Dubravka then?
I want more news on the shoulder injury,
Yeah.
but if that looks like it's serious, then yes.
Okay. Cool. All right. Let's move on to defenders.
There's so many.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to talk about all of them.
No, letdowns from the Wolves boys, but still juicy-ish fixture.
Way to West Ham. Dawson back at his old stamping ground in a sense.
Oh yeah, good point.
Maybe. I mean, he got 5 points this game week. Wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the best.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess they're still there. They're not a bad defense, right? Like, they don't let in a ton of goals. They ghost okay.
It's a weird fixture, though.
It is a weird fixture.
I mean, West Ham do have a European fixture to go this game week.
True.
So who knows what happens in that fixture. If there's an injury to a key attacking player, then maybe you can punt on the Wolves defense. But yeah, I don't know. For this game week, I'm a bit hesitant.
Okay, fair enough. What about Everton? You mentioned 3 clean sheets in 3.
Yeah.
And you own a lot of these. Well, you own a lot of Everton defense.
Yeah.
I guess the ones that are still lowly rostered are the likes of Ashley Young, Seamus Coleman, Nathan Patterson. Any thoughts on those guys?
Actually, there's a name that we didn't write down that might end up playing and should be like 17% owned is Michael
that
Keane, because
Keane?
Branthwaite has 5 yellow cards.
It's true.
So I mean, I it hasn't been released yet, or depending on what gets released first, my waiver article or this pod. But I am writing about Michael Keane as a possible option to consider because Branthwaite has been like the second best scoring Everton defender in like the last 3 game weeks or something like that.
Yeah.
So he's been averaging like around 14 points per game, which is obviously helped by his clean sheets, but they are visiting Burnley, who I believe have the worst home form for the season with 1 win and 7 losses.
Right.
So it seems like a decent opportunity for, a possible clean sheet. I know Michael Keane could get on the end of an attack and return, and it's another one of those situations where a player is playing against his old club again.
Yeah, fair point. So I guess if we had to rank them after Keane, would you go Patterson, Ashley Young? Who?
Fuck Young.
Just because he burned you this game week?
Yeah. We made fun of him for how is he lasting so long? And then, like an idiot, I went and punted on him, and he got subbed off early, maybe because of injury. I didn't follow up on it because I saw
he has
initially a red broken flag, but now it's
Correct.
solid.
Solid
or
red
something?
flag now, yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
So Patterson as well only got 48 minutes, right?
I mean, Patterson's possible punt, but both their fullbacks should be fit. I guess if Ashley Young's not fit, then maybe Patterson comes in.
True. But okay,
So
fine. So
yeah.
it goes Keane first.
Yeah, Keane and Patterson. But, that might be a bit closer for me. Like,
Okay.
I like Patterson.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a good
I
shout.
like the Keane shout. I actually am not against that myself.
You're keen on it then.
Oh, yes. That is that one crept up on you, man.
Hey, we're all about the dad jokes,
I know.
We've got a channel for it in our Discord. Come join the Discord, guys.
It's the best place to post silly stats.
Exactly. Even ones about cats.
Yeah. All right. Who are we going to next?
I mean, we could talk about the Chelsea boys because we touched on Petrovic. We've got no fit fullbacks. So
garbage in, garbage out. Yeah, I don't know, man. You guys are a disappointment.
yeah. I can't even argue against it. Like, yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's actually have a conversation. Bariashi.
Good player.
What are okay, and Cucurella, I guess, is the other one floating around.
Bad player.
What are you thinking? I guess what is anyone else lowly owned? No, right? Disasi's still highly-ish owned.
Yeah, I mean, even if he is highly owned, he's not been scoring well, so
Fair.
I feel like Badi scores when he plays. Like, I go back to the point when I think he conceded 4 goals, still scored 0.75 points.
Yeah, okay.
So he has decent goals point potential.
What is Malo's deal? Is he fit?
I'm
seeing he has a solid red flag. Knee injury kept him out of the squad.
Maybe touch and go.
But if he were fit, I would want Gusto before.
Yeah. Possibly.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, like, if Oliver McBurney is back for this fixture and he gets the start, it's like that aerial threat up against physical strikers. So I'm thinking more ghost points for the central players.
That's a fair point. Look at Gusto's past scoring history.
It's terrible.
There are like 4 negatives in a row.
Yeah.
You gotta love that, man.
So I'm gonna go with Baddy, maybe.
Okay, fine.
Yo, we're just so trash at the moment, man. Let's just talk about a different club.
So, okay, who are not trash at the moment? Bournemouth.
Yeah.
They're just smashing it.
Absolutely
Clean sheet versus United. Senesi's second goal in 2 games. And he's still, 4% rostered?
Bro, their full backline has been smashing it, averaging at least 10 points per game. All 4 defenders, and all 4 are like under 20% owned.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to see that Adam Smith is no longer your hero, but like...
Yeah.
Man, we shouted all of these guys. I think we got the rankings about right. We did what? Senesi, then Smith, then Kirkus, I think.
Yeah, some of that. I think we had Zabarni lost, but...
Yeah, exactly.
Sneakily, I would probably punt on Zabarny because Senesi's on 4 yellow cards.
So I guess
So-
you want them longer than just one game week.
In a sense, like Senesi has been the top scoring one, but that's also because he has 2 goals. Like, I mean, top scoring in terms of form, like the last 3 game weeks, let's say.
Yeah.
So Senesi has 2 goals, Kirkes has 1 assist. So Zabarny's pretty much just been getting a lot of ghost points.
Okay, fair point. Fair point.
And in like the past 3 game weeks, like out of all 4 of those Bournemouth defenders, Zabarny is second for tackles 1 with 5, first for clearances with 16, second for block shots with 5, first for aerials with 8.
Interesting.
So if you can't get Senesi or Kirkes, which I think would be the more popular options, I'd be going with Zabarny.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. I mean, how much work? Actually, Luton have been looking decent these days. I was now gonna say how much work would they have to do versus Luton.
But it's a home form
Away-
for Bournemouth.
Yeah, away
Yeah.
Luton is a different than a home
Yeah.
Luton though. So
Exactly. Yeah.
I would say there are probably not that many areas to be won.
Yeah.
Although Luton do put in a hell of a ton of crosses. It's just
Yeah. Good point.
okay. I would
I-
probably still lean Senesi. as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. I kind of like Kirkes or Smith for some
Same.
bit of upside as well.
Same.
Zabarny's
honest,
probably
you
the
can't-
safe pick sort of
Yeah,
thing.
whichever one you can get for free, don't spend fab on these guys.
Yeah.
Because they're so lowly rusted. Like,
But I like any of them, honestly.
same.
And we're not going to pick any of them, are we?
Probably not. I mean, I do have Kwanzaa in all my leagues, so I can easily grab one of them.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
And I did say Kwanzaa, guys, not Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa would make way more sense. Jesus. What
Wait,
was I
as
thinking?
in Kwanzaa. Oh, there's a Christmas pun in there, you know.
Yeah, true. That's what you said. Hey, for okay, I got it.
Love it. Love it. Content creation at its finest, guys. On and off the pitch.
So I went straight to Aston Villa already. Back-to-back clean sheets versus the toughest teams in the league. Konsa, Diego Carlos. I really like Diego Carlos as a player.
Mm.
Seems like he's not afraid to go up for those like physical battles. Kind of passionate guy. Got that stupid yellow card. But you know what? He seems to have really made a difference to the squad. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. He doesn't ghost that well, but I'm keen.
I mean, we talked about maybe Brentford's attack won't perform with their best players.
True, we did.
Fucking Sheffield United kept a clean
Kept
sheet.
a clean sheet. Yeah.
So I like the chance, man. And after Villa kept back-to-back clean sheets versus Arsenal and Man City, like, come on.
So who are you backing first, Carlos or Konsa?
My gut tells me Konsa because I feel like in previous seasons, Konsa is able to nick a goal on a set piece.
Okay.
But, I mean, both are not the best at ghosting. That's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'd be grabbing Carlos if I was matching my opponent for a Villa clean sheet.
Fair. I'm cool with either actually.
Cool. All right. Where else can we touch on?
I'm not that excited about anybody else, to be honest.
Yeah, because Fulham away to Newcastle, not easy, even though Fulham are like the team in form at the
Yeah.
moment
Yeah.
with back-to-back 5-0 wins. But like playing at St. James's Park is a tough fucking fixture. Don't like Luton away in general. Crystal Palace away to City, don't like that. And
Forest
I
not
mean,
in form.
speaking of Forest, Nico Williams came back into the starting lineup and absolutely fucking smashed it.
Yeah. He
So
had a good game.
yeah, he had a great game, man. So I'm wondering, like, is he worth a punt? Because he is the first game of the game week on the Friday.
Fair
If he
point.
doesn't start, drop him.
I mean, I can't remember when last Spurs have not scored though. So you don't expect a clean sheet, but he can
Yeah.
still put up those ghosties, right?
Yeah, great at crossing. I mean, he got the assist for the Toffolo goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great cross.
Hmm.
So I don't mind that, but again, punting on the first game of a game week on a Friday evening is never like never a comforting feeling.
It isn't, and I guess my concern with Nico has always been he's kind of rotated, right? Like
Yeah.
I know he got 90 minutes, but I don't feel like I can trust that he's going to get 90 minutes again, and that's my concern.
Check if Sage is on the bench.
Yeah,
If not, then
I think
like proceed with caution.
fair.
Cool. Shall we move to mids?
We should. Oh man,
What's up?
so many of our shouts did well.
Chef Lewis.
Yeah, exactly. The chef himself.
Absolutely cooked.
Jeez. Kearney, back-to-back game weeks delivering.
Yeah.
McAtee,
Yeah.
man.
I messaged you after waivers. I was just like, bro, did you see that Mackenzie got 9.5?
Yeah.
So I was
Uh,
like, you have like, why not? Like we always say with manager, new bounce or whatever, there's always some random asset that will jump out. Like even frigging Slimane, I think came off the bench and got 9.5 as well.
Did he? Really?
Keep an eye on him.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Like Sarabia, we talked about it. Like if he's starting and he's free in your league, grab him.
Yeah.
Look what he did it again.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how he doesn't start, but like I mean, like is not more nailed, but another beautiful assist.
Yeah. Did he get the assist?
Yeah.
I thought it was. Oh, he did. I mean, still 15 points. Haul.
Exactly.
But the early sub again, it's just it's a little concerning.
It is a concern, but okay, should we take this team by team?
Sure. I mean, we've touched on Wolves. I don't want any other midfielders other than Sarabia.
Yeah, agreed. We could go probably straight to the Luton boys. Andros Townsend, back-to-back assists now, I think.
Yeah.
Classy player, man.
He is. Are you
Townsend
starting your boy
Senior.
Barkley, by the way?
Yeah. So, Luton had a good game, despite what the result says.
Yeah.
Like, it took them a while to get into the game, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some shouts there. How would we... Who you eyeing up more? Barkley or Townsend?
Neither.
I'm actually. I mean, I own Barkley everywhere. You know this. I
Yeah.
own Doughty still. I wouldn't mind owning Townsend even. I just think there are decent ghost points to be had from all of these players.
Yeah, but it's still a Luton Town asset, and they're
Away.
coming up against a Bournemouth team
In
that is
form.
undefeated in 5, 4 wins, 1 draw. So
So there are better options. I'm not against it. I think the away fixture is what is turning me off most.
Yeah.
If it were a home game for Luton, I would be more on board.
Yeah.
I probably would lean Barkley ahead of Townsend though.
fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, who next?
Where else can we go? Is there really anyone else?
I mean, we can shout Lewis Cook again. Great guy. Great
Ugh,
asset.
just get him. Get him if you
Yeah.
can. Easy mid 4, mid 5. Like, don't even think about it. Just play him if you need assets. And chances are you do need assets. Like so much rotation, so many injuries. Like
Suspensions. It's crazy.
yeah, it's wild. It's a wild time, Wild West right now.
Liverpool have interesting mids, I want to say. Like, surely Harvey Elliott's screaming for a game again because Endo had a horrible first half.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like, he was yanked immediately, right, after the halftime. And then Harvey came on and saved them.
Yeah,
So,
great goal, great finish.
yeah, really good goal. And he was looking for it, like, since he came on. He was clearly tasked with go out there, be adventurous, get that. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets back into the starting squad. I may actually try to waiver him in.
Fair. I mean, Sobo's not been doing well recently as well, so
No, he's been around his correct areas. It's just no, yeah, he's not been delivering the goals. The only issue with getting Javi in is like it's a Sunday game.
so you need some kind of a backup option.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and it's last game, last fixture. Like, where are you gonna punt if that doesn't work out?
Yeah, is there a United asset that you can grab? Do you want a United asset?
I mean, Bruno's suspended, so we might see Kobe Mainu get an appearance,
Oh, true.
right? So if you're desperately needing a backup for Harvey, then some random United asset might get a start.
Yeah, like a Pelestri or
Yeah.
okay. I don't mind Harvey. I might waiver Harvey in, man.
Fair. I mean, I like the punt. United are as much garbage as Chelsea are, so.
Anyone else?
No, I think that's about it. So I'm just like looking at like the names that we've kind of mentioned, right? So like your Pablo Sarabias, your James McAtees, your Barclays and Townsends, your Kearneys as well.
Yeah.
Who else do we talk about? Your Harvey Elliott's.
How much is Harvey? Harry Wilson.
Oh, that's a good question.
How
to
high
be
of
honest.
heavily owned is he?
I assume he's like high.
I've been seeing him dropped in tons of leagues. Oh yeah, he's still high.
42%. Yeah, so we're talking about players that are under 40%.
40. Yeah, he didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
But that is just on the edge. Like,
I mean, you own him in our league.
I do. I benched him.
Yeah.
Uh,
But okay, the names that we've mentioned, even throwing Lewis Kick into that, how are you ordering them, would you say?
ooh, I would probably go Cook first.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust Sarabia to start again,
Agreed.
but I like his upside the most.
Yeah.
So I probably would go Sarabia next. Also, kind of knowing that there's a backup game after that their game, right? In terms of who has the earlier games, I guess I really like Kearney, but he really doesn't do that much unless he returns.
Yeah.
And it is a tougher fixture. I think McAtee is stepping up a lot now.
Yeah.
Getting more involved.
First goal for the season.
Yeah. Do we think Chelsea's a hard fixture?
No.
Okay,
don't.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lewis Cook, Sarabia, maybe kind of even between Kearney, Barkley, and McAtee for me.
So then Elliot at the end of everything.
Yes, but he's the one I'm going to waiver for more because I think...
Nice. I mean, obviously, you're just giving this advice to your opponents, right? So
Exactly.
yeah. All right, sweet. I think let's move on to forwards.
Okay. I want to shout Kudos, who we've been shouting, but I did not realize where he's been playing.
Yeah, right back?
Right back. So, he's been putting in work, yo.
Yeah. Ghost points, man.
Ghost points and not having the penalty of conceding. So 7.5 and 7 in his last two games. And to be honest, Brentford have not been good.
Yep.
He's
probably like he's like one of the best, ghosting forwards at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, you know who did this like last season? Bobby Reed. I swear, did this weird fullback hybrid position. I ended up scoring from it and smashed it one game week, I think, last season. So
Madueke did it for a bit too.
Did he actually? I should know this, shouldn't I? I don't think so, but
well, maybe he was playing winger. I can't remember, but
maybe. But that's the only reason I'm going for a Brentford forward, because I think the attack or Brentford team are just gonna fall to shit a bit with all
Agreed.
these injuries, man.
Agreed.
No Janssen, no Tony, no Embuemo. Like it's bad.
Yep. Yep. Yo, so you like these guys? You have a few of them. Burnley,
Ugh,
man.
I know he was gonna come to this. You know, it's so sad. I looked at my team last 3 game weeks. Like two of my top 5 assets have been Burnley players. It's so sad.
Brownhill and Gerard.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of forwards and Burnley, like Gerard has been ticking along, man.
Yeah, I'm so annoyed I did not grab him when we shouted him. Like
Yeah.
we said, Lyle's going through what he's going through. Gerard has
Yep.
to step up, and he did. Admittedly,
Yep.
he did.
Yeah. I
He's
mean,
probably
it's just a
performed
fixture.
better than any forward I own everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the fixture. It's
Yes.
a weird one. It's a tough fixture.
I guess, yes. But coming up against Michael Keane, not necessarily Branthwaite, who hasn't been playing regularly,
Yeah.
I'm not against it.
Yeah. I mean, forwards are a bit of a shit pool this game week.
Yes.
There's not a lot floating around.
Sinister, thoughts? Because he got, benched again. But he did well when he came on, no?
Versus United?
Yeah. Didn't he get an assist?
No, he
He only
didn't.
got 2 points. Okay.
I mean, Dango came off the bench and scored, but it got
That's
ruled
it.
out.
It was, yeah, that's what it was.
So maybe Dango is the player that you kind of go for, but I think his ownership is. Hold on, I can't spell Ouattara. It's 19% owned. So I mean, Ouattara is probably a decent punt as well. Now that you mention it.
I guess the more nailed Burnwood boys are who you want, I guess.
Yeah, but if Sinister you can punt on, I mean, again, Saturday first fixtures, first set of fixtures, so it's an easy drop in that sense, right? Second window of the game week sort of thing.
Yeah, fair point.
I
I want to shout
stuff.
Emmanuel reincarnated, yo.
Adebayo?
Not Adebayor. So, dude, this guy, 2-2, is it?
I think so.
But he takes them well. I mean, I haven't watched enough of him. His
Funny
minutes
enough,
have only ticked
yeah.
up.
Funny enough, he was the suggestion in our Inside Track series to come good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. I listened to that so long ago. Or was that one of the international break ones?
No, this was like original Inside Tracks.
Yeah, I can't remember what I heard on that one.
I mean, if anyone wants to go listen to anything Luton related, definitely go check it out. It was a great episode.
Oh, it was.
But I mean, even Jacob Brown kind of passes the eye test, but I feel like he's been coming off the bench a bit.
Yeah.
But again, coming up against very informed Bournemouth team, it's I feel like Bournemouth will give up chances, but still, I don't know. I would rather if this was a Luton home game.
Agreed. It's a home and away thing for them.
Do you think Beto gets a start to kind of manage DCL's minutes and fitness and stuff?
I'm not sure. I think they're going to stick with DCL.
Yeah.
Yo, so I guess if it weren't, I mean, all these fixtures suck, right? If it weren't for the fixture, I would have loved Mateta right now.
Yeah. He took the penalty.
He took the pen, yeah.
Yeah, that's a great point. Osuala, by the way, or Osula, whatever, for Sheffield United. He's been starting, right?
Has he come back into the squad? I know he kind of dropped out after the first few games.
I think Wilder brought him back in, but I mean, his scoring is nothing good. It's just like Chelsea is shit, so.
Right, okay. Fair.
But yeah, minutes haven't been great, but yeah, I'm just like, it's really, truly scraping the barrels of like forwards options this game week, man.
There must be some forward that's suspended somewhere. Or United to roll out Hoyland and Martial, and I
Oh,
get to
God.
shout Martial again. I
I
will
mean,
not do that to the listeners. I grabbed him in one league, and
Of
luckily
course.
I did not pay the price.
Of course. I mean, the suspended list at the moment for Game Week 17 is Trippier, Bruno Fernandes, Luca Digne, Douglas Luiz, Charlie Taylor, Branthwaite, Ayew, Gay, Nakamba, and Robinson of Sheffield United. So, I mean, to kind of end on things, because I don't think there's any other forwards we can really discuss, maybe we can touch on who we think will be given an opportunity to play or will see minutes this game week. So, starting with Trippier.
Hall, I
Yeah.
guess.
Agreed. Yeah.
They have to
And
play both.
yeah, home fixture, right?
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes.
I'm actually not sure. I
Yeah.
think Palestri is going to come in or something. You're shouting or suggesting Menu.
Yeah.
Fine, makes sense.
Just to give that midfield some control, man.
Yeah, I get it.
If not, I think they're gonna absolutely suffer at Anfield.
I get it.
Luca Dean.
Moreno.
Yeah, man. Might finally be his chance.
I know. I've been waiting. I don't own anywhere anymore because I dropped everywhere. But
yeah. Douglas Luiz.
Tielemans?
Yeah, I think Tielemans came in last time because Kamara was missing or some shit like that, right?
Right.
Somebody
yeah,
was
yeah,
missing and he came in, but yeah, I think Tielemans kind of continues his form then.
Probably. Yo, can
Charlie
we talk
Taylor.
about McGinn? Like,
Oh.
and like
I
that
mean, I
finish?
own him in one of our leagues, so in Bash. He's
Like,
absolutely killing it, bro.
I know. What the hell?
Playing every minute. Like, I
Every
mean, Aston
minute.
Villa. Aston Villa gonna win the title. Are they really title contenders?
Can you believe? Like, oh man, that would be amazing.
I would love it, honestly. As a neutral, like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Charlie Taylor. Do we care?
I don't think we
who
care.
replaces? Okay. We talked about Branthwaite, like possibly Michael Keane coming in.
Yeah.
Jordan Ayew's out. Man, Palace are really struggling.
Yeah, so I guess I use why I kind of suggested Mateta.
Yeah, but it's a City fixture.
It is a City fixture, and then I guess they had to rest Olise.
Yeah.
They didn't want to overwork him with his injury, so maybe Olise just comes back in and they just roll out the same squad. Who knows what? But it is a void for me because it's a City fixture at City as well.
Yeah. Idrissa Gueye.
Ghana?
Onana?
Onana. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, it's Ghana Gay. That's what I meant.
Nakamba,
Ooh, Nakamba's out?
which is big for Bournemouth, right?
That is big for Bournemouth. I didn't know he was out.
So basically, grab all Bournemouth assets this game week.
Maybe, like,
I don't even know who comes in for him, bro.
Take Chong.
Oh, probably.
Take
Yeah,
Chong.
but I'm not. Definitely not gonna touch Luton assets.
No. Yeah.
Nakamba's out. Yeah.
They could easily just push Barkley deeper, or Sambi Lokonga came off the bench.
Fair. Yeah. Fair.
Conga could come in.
And then finally Robinson from Sheffield United, but I really don't want to suggest Sheffield
Yeah,
United
I'm
defense. So.
ignoring that.
Cool. I mean, there's a bunch of players on 4 yellow cards, but I guess that will be relevant when we get to reviewing waivers for the next game week, etc. We'll see who's banned then, who's back. So yeah, those are the picks, and that is the pod. Any final words, final thoughts before we wrap up?
Champions League still have to. Those teams in Europe have to cope with that during this crazy time.
Yeah.
So, I guess just monitor that. Make sure. I mean, we're dropping this waiver pod earlier than we usually would. So,
yeah,
it's up to you guys to do the work, or come join us on Discord, and they will definitely keep you posted on all information.
100%. Cool. All right, I'm tired. I'm gonna sign off. But we'll be back tomorrow, day after, whenever the next one is released, with regular catch up in how we're doing in our leagues, lives, that sort of shit. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.